Today I solved the leetcode problem number 40. So here's my explanation of my solution. First, the problem is when we are given a candidate which is a list of integers, like as you see, it's not sorted, and we are also given a target number. Let's say target is 8. And here's what we are going to do. We are going to find every possible combination to make the target by sum of the elements. Like, okay, for this case, the possible answer is going to be like that's it. As you see, you can make number 8 by sum 1, 3, and 4, or 3 and 5. And it does not allow us to have a duplicated combination as the final result. So my solution is I'm going to use backtracking. At every execution of this backtracking function, I'm going to I forgot something. I need to sort this candidate first because if it's not sorted, I must iterate every elements until the last. And if it is sorted, I don't have to iterate more when this number is bigger than the target, you know. And first I'm going to sort this array, and it's gonna be like we have 2 5s duplicated. Does not matter. And the target is 8. So at every execution of backtracking function, I'm going to find the elements. So I must have index, which indicates the current elements to start with, must be 0 at the beginning of execution. So I'm going to compare this element with target. So if element is smaller or equal to the target, I'm gonna put this element into a combination list. Let's call it just comb. And Here's what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to call this backtracking function again with the rest of candidates here. Actually, it does not have to, split these candidates because we have index number. So when we call this backtracking function, we can just pass the whole candidates and just pass the index which is increased by 1. So at the next execution, this function is going to iterate from here until it does not have to, have to do more execution. So at first execution, combination list is going to be just having 1, and target must be subtracted by the element we found. So target is going to be 7. This is going to be second execution. This is going to be first execution. And at the second execution, results is going to be comp, index indicates here 3 is still smaller than the target, which is 7. So I'm going to put this also into the combination list, and the target must be 7 minus 3 is going to be 4. Okay. And third execution, combination is going to be, let's take a look. Index is indicating number 4. 4 is still smaller or equal to the target, which is 4. So combination is going to be like this. And fourth execution, if target is when our target reaches to 0, that means that we already have the possible combination, to meet the condition. So if we meet the target is 0, I'm going to put this combination into my final result. So that means I don't have to run the rest of the backtracking function. So we have one possible combination, and this is backtracking way. So once this is finished, we're going back to the previous stages. So it is going to find every possible combinations until this checks every element. That's it. And I made the codes with in Python 3, and it works successfully. And my submissions results in 60 milliseconds for runtime and 14.3 megabytes of memory. And the report says that my code is faster than 69.93% of Python submissions. I think it's quite nice. But one problem left is duplication of results, you know. In this case, we have 2.5, so my code might have the duplicated results of combination, just like two set of list contains 3 and 5. So to solve this problem, I used hash table with the key, which is generated by concatenating this every elements. But I thought that was yeah, of course that works, but I took a different solutions from the others, and I found that it was little brute force idea, and so I changed my code a little bit. So here's my final idea. When you meet okay, let's just say that we have 2 ones and 3, 4, 5. Inside a backtracking function, I don't have to, I can skip it for those elements that we already taken, you know. That's a simple idea, but it results in huge difference. If number 1 is already checked, you know, I don't have to check the same number again. That's it. It's just simple. So that prevents the results from duplicating. I can't speak English. I thought I can speak English in, you know, just when I just talk to a person, but it is not easy to explain something like engineering and coding for me, you know. I need to practice more. That's it for tonight.